So let me get this all set up here. There we go. And we will begin. Anyway, welcome back, group. This is MACTFORDEDGE, and of course, we are going to go over a few things. And as the title says, would you get into your Edge without opening the hood and drive 1,000 miles? But first, before I answer that, I do have some information that I want to go over. So just hold on a second. I was too busy checking on CB to follow up on this. Got to put my glasses on so I can read this. All right, we want to start out, first of all, with all our new members. Quite a list, almost 30 folks here. So we're going to go over Christina Coley, Todd Fink, Dean and Angela Ramiscal. And, of course, the next ones are Jennifer Weissman, John Shetterly, Kyle Casson, Ben Kiefer, Thomas Madar, Chauncey Joff, and let's see, I'm never good with names, folks, you know that. Kai-Fi Law, Don Douglas, CJ Cabrera, Kevin Billman, Nick Schaaf, Flavio Messiah Ishitani, truck driver, Philip Bailey. Let's see, we're almost there. Andrew Pluta, Lisa Penderson, Gregory, Robert Newell, Audley Thompson, Jose Howard LeBlanc, Alexis Delane, and of course, let's see, what else do we have? We have Buck Newby, Stephen Cook, Slocio Martin Goss, Sarah Billman. I don't know, there's some relationship there with Kevin. And anyway, we have Narazman Khan and, of course, Brett Hansen, of course, are the new members. And I want to welcome all of you to the group and, of course, enjoy this. Now, the other thing I want to address before we get into the main topic, folks, is, of course, this is Memorial Day weekend. And, of course, if you do have or had loved ones that, of course, were in the military and, of course, have since died during any times of conflict, this is what this Memorial Day weekend is for, to honor those that are fallen in the military. And, of course, I want to send out all the best wishes I can for those who have lost loved ones in the military during any type of operations or, of course, battles, etc. But just keep that in mind. They are human beings and they have family that made the ultimate sacrifice. After being 25 years in the military, I can very strongly relate to that because I do know people that have died and, of course, honor them. So enjoy the holiday, but do not forget the reason for it. That is my message to you all. And otherwise, have a great time celebrating picnics and, of course, parades. Now, onward and, of course, forward. Let me get rid of this here. And we want to talk about our Ford Edge. Now, my question was, would you get into your Ford Edge without opening this hood? Now, if you answer yourself yes, then that tells me that either you're a big risk taker or you know your Edge. You've been doing it. You've been checking everything in this thing, keeping the maintenance up to date, and, of course, keeping it maintained. Now, 1,000 miles might seem something to you. I was talking to some folks the other day, and I made the statement that I would not think twice about jumping in my Ford Edge and taking off for a 3,000-mile journey. I'd drive across the United States in it without even looking under the hood, folks. Okay? But then again, you know I do a lot of maintenance on my Edge, and it's a constant thing. Now, would I do it with this one here? This is my wife's Edge. I wouldn't do it, folks. I only drive this thing once a week. I would have to check something, okay? And that's the difference. I know my Edge because I drive it all the time. I know the situation. But again, in all fairness, I don't drive this one, so I would pop the hood. I would check things out because I'm unfamiliar with it, okay? But you should be confident enough to know, even if my wife's Edge, I know the maintenance is there, I know that everything is in pretty good shape, but I would still have to check it because I drive it so little. So that is the difference in it, and I don't fault you, and I'm going to say check it. By all means, check your Edge. Check the battery, check the air cleaner, check the coolant levels, check the transmission level, check the oil, power steering, brake fluid, check the tires. This is summer, folks. We're going to get in, we're going to drive, and a little bit of time spent on your maintenance beforehand makes your vacation that much more enjoyable. Now, there will be parts failures, and some of them you can't tell. Just recently, we had, one of our members went on a trip to the family, and the fans failed. That's something you're not going to be able to check, okay? It's going to happen while you're doing that, and of course, then you're going to have to make emergency repairs. It's the nature of the beast in that aspect. And will I have to do it on my Edge? Yes, but I do check everything, and I try to make sure that, of course, it is in the best running condition possible. So we want to make sure we do check all this. It's sort of like preparing for winter. Do you have everything ready for winter? Well, here's the important thing. Do you have everything ready for your summer? Okay? So maintenance is a constant cycle. It is not an ending thing where you just check it before the big trip. The people who don't do maintenance on their Edge are the ones that we're going to find alongside the road. Plain and simple. Got to keep up on it, okay? If you do that, you don't have problems. Like anything else, wear and tear. You got to keep up on it. So just make sure you do that, and of course, monitor everything in your Edge. And again, I'm different. I know what my Edge is. I do maintenance on it continuously, so I know the status of it. But it doesn't mean something won't happen, but I'm very confident in what I got. And again, my wife's isn't, because I have to check it all the time. Now, I drive it once a week, and that's about it. I haven't even driven this thing, I think, for 2 weeks now. So I don't know the status of it. But the other thing about your thing, maintenance and everything else is, when was the last time any one of you went and opened the back of your trunk or hatch, lifted the cargo cover up, and actually checked the spare tire pressure? Yeah, when did you do that? You know, those things lose air too, folks, okay? And the other thing about it is, if you have an older Edge, say it's 7 years old, guess what, folks? Those tires don't last forever either. If you got a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old spare tire in the back of your Edge, guess what? Next time you buy tires, buy a new spare, okay? Nothing worse than having a dry, rotted, nasty spare tire that you're going to rely on to get you to the next point so you can get a new tire. So make sure it has air in it, and make sure that it is, of course, in good shape. We all forget about that, so check that spare tire. Now, as far as driving, we had a discussion on it earlier. I touched on it a bit, okay? And driving. You all are out driving right now this weekend, going places, doing things. Keep in mind, most accidents happen close to home. Yes, they do. Almost every one of my accidents were within, 75 miles of the house, okay? And most of them were right here in the city of Davenport where I live. So I can drive 500 miles and I get within 25 miles of my house and boom, I got problems. So you want to make sure that you do drive defensively. That means put extra time into your trip. If you think it's going to take me by MapQuest or your GPS for you to get there in 3 hours, add at least 30 minutes for your start time. Here's why. You're going to have to stop. You're going to stop for break. You're going to stop bathroom. You're going to stop. Okay? You have construction. You have all this that you need to go. I plan my day trips every day, 3, 4, 5, 600 miles a day, and I know I have to leave ahead of time. Okay? You can't get there from here if you're relying on just your straight speed to get you there. 2, driving. Drive carefully, folks. Defensive is best. But also understand distracted driving. We've got multiple accidents you've all seen on the group. Yes, I counted 3. One happened a couple months ago, but still, 2 accidents this weekend. Not good, folks. I don't want any one of you hurt. Therefore, you all have to be careful, okay? Aggressive driving gets you nowhere. It gets you a traffic ticket, or it gets you in the hospital, or it gets you a wrecked edge, okay? Drive defensively. I know we can't look out for everybody, but you got to drive careful. Now, how do I learn to drive careful? 1, plenty of time. Again, it comes to time. 2, if you get tired, yes, if you start having the problem while you're driving, you know what? The number one thing you can pay attention to is if you become shallow breathers, that means you're falling asleep. Your breathing will become shallow. That's because you're falling asleep. If you are having to start having relaxed mode and you're starting to have shallow breathing, you are falling asleep. It's that simple. Pull off the road, off the off-ramp, at a rest stop, whatever you got to do. Get off of that road and take a 15-minute nap, at least. Set your foam alarm and take 15 minutes. Power nap it if you have to. I've done it. It works. You just got to stop and get that rest. So you got to sit back, relax, and get to sleep, okay? The other thing is, of course, things that you eat and drink will, of course, cause you to also have problems while you're driving. Caffeine, okay, gives you a serious up, but then it drops you hard, makes you tired, okay? Nicotine makes you drowsy, takes away oxygen from your body, makes you even more tired. Alcohol, you know that. I don't even need to say it, okay? Drugs and all that stuff. All this stuff affects you. Distracted driving, if that text is that much important to you, pull off the road, okay? Do it. Hands-free is the best way to do everything. And this is my little stump that I'm on because I teach this all the time to all sorts of drivers. And you got to pay attention to this. I got this whole thing memorized, so I need to go through it. But the whole point is I got almost 600,000 miles under my belt, you know, in the last 12 years. Okay, I have driven it. I know when the danger signs are there. I pull over, I take breaks, I leave ahead of time, and that's how I've gotten this far without a lot of serious accidents. People run into me. You can't avoid it, but you can do your best to avoid it. So the other thing is I don't want any one of you hurt. Not one single stitch. Nothing. I don't want anybody hurt. I care about you. I care about my family. I care about everybody. I don't want anybody hurt. So take the time, drive carefully, and that way you don't have any issues when you're out there enjoying your vacation. Okay? So key to point, leave ahead of time. Leave plenty of travel time. Don't drive straight through. Take breaks. Okay? That is the best thing you can do for your family, for yourself, and of course everybody else. I know I sound like a safety guy and all this other stuff, but hey, that's what I do. So I just want to make sure that y'all follow those rules. Now we do have a couple other things that were going on. We got some folks changing spark plugs again, some TSS, OSS sensors popping up on the group, and of course causing problems. We had, I forget who it was. Oh, his fans went out on his vacation. He bought a set of Dormans, and so far he's saying, hey, heads up on the Dorman. They work like a champ and actually quieter. Well, he said their fans stopped working that were in it, so I don't see how they can be any quieter than fans that weren't working. But, you know, it goes with the territory, I guess. You have to clarify his statement as far as that goes. But there is a lot to do with the Edge in order to keep it running. And of course, we had a lot of other things, fun stuff going on with different folks putting up some, some nicely decent, funny stuff. And of course, we all enjoyed that. Mano and me been working hard at making sure the content for you folks is, of course, active and moving along because we know you like to see things. And of course, so we've been posting all sorts of stuff up, trying to keep that moving. And of course, this latest video I posted about the no-tool oil change, folks, I don't know what's happening. I really don't. but this video is slated right now at the rate that it's being viewed as one of my #1 most viewed videos in 24 hours. It's crazy. You know, I don't know. I don't know rhyme or reason or anything that is going on with that, but I do enjoy it, and like watching the stats and everything on that. I did want to tell you all the stickers, of course. I have about 50 stickers left, folks. So if you want to get a sticker, just go ahead to that PayPal. At the top of the Facebook page, there's a little link there that says PayPal right underneath the whole narrative I wrote. Just click on that. $5, get you a sticker. Make sure you tell me what color you want, and of course I will get you that sticker, and then we can move on from there. I'll mail it out to you as soon as I can, and of course pick your color. It can be any color as long as it's white or red. That's pretty much it. I haven't delved into any how you say it, custom colors yet, but if you do want one and you are dead set on getting one, let me know, and I will get a hold of the sticker guy, and we'll tell you how much extra that will cost to have a separate color. So we can do that if you do so need it. I'll tell you what it costs, and you can make your judgment from that point on. But right now it's just red and, of course, white. I did get a message on Facebook from Ford Motor Company. Yes, they did get a hold of me, and I was surprised. I was talking about my high mileages that I have, and they are going to send me something special in the mail. So I will show it all to you once I get it. I don't know what it is. They would not tell me. Okay? So that is, of course, a future surprise for even me to do that. And I'm curious. It's probably a sticker or something. Who knows? But I'm interested in it. Now, I was working on a video, and it brings to light some weaknesses in my old home computer system. I got hit with a virus in my video processing software. It shut me down, folks. I lost an entire video out of the deal. I did not lose the raw footage, but I lost the final product, which set me back at least 3 hours just for the video, and how many hours it took me to rebuild the whole video library for all the stuff I add to the videos, music, and everything else. So it set me back a good 5 or 6 hours on that, and that was time I didn't need to waste. But there's always a golden view in the road, as far as what they say. I did talk to Mano and discussed an upgrade, and if nothing else, maybe I can save and recoup some time. I may be upgrading my computer with a video card to cut down the processing time by at least 50%, I hope. So I'll be doing that in the near future, as long as I don't destroy my computer. I don't know. Can you use hammers and wrenches on computers? This might be a little more difficult than I thought. I'm going to dive into it. Wish me luck on that one. See what happens. But anyway, maybe Mano will step me through it. He seems to be quite versed in that computer thing too. So we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, never know. It's always fun. But let's see what else we're going to do. Oh, the water pump video. I have decided that I will put out the water pump video here sometime early June. Okay? I was going through the video. I filmed it all upside down, my GoPro. I had to flip all the video. I had to resave it into a view that you could actually see without turning your head upside down. Got that all done. Got everything, set and ready to go. So all I have to do is do some serious editing there, and of course I will put it in there. Now you've all seen the teaser. I threw a couple seconds out there for you all to see them cutting the water pumps in half, but I have not shown you all what they actually look like on the inside, and of course evaluated what was going on during that process. So I think that you will find that this is going to be an interesting thing. The water pumps that I cut in half are courtesy of a couple of members, and I'll mention them in the video, and thank them for shipping me those failed water pumps. But it is a 1st gen and a 1.5 refresh that both failed, and of course you can definitely see what the problems are with them, and understand that yeah, not a good thing, not a good thing at all. So we'll discuss further how you can prevent this as much as possible, but you do want to watch this video when I put it out. It will be the first time a Ford Edge water pump has been cut in half with a water jet cutter and dissected. Okay, you won't find this on YouTube anywhere. This will be the first one here on MACT that you will ever see this happening. So just keep that in mind. This is a first time video for YouTube on a Ford Edge Duratec water pump. I have not found it anywhere else. So we're going to post that up. So y'all, of course, like it, share it, help me out, get the word out, and of course do that. But as far as everything else goes, I am going to be putting out here right after I get done with you guys and gals, I am going to do a MAF sensor video. Yes, we're going to remove that MAF sensor and of course do a few things with it, juggle it around, drop it, you know, make sure my wife's edge don't work. But I will tell you, the reason I'm doing my wife's edge MAF sensor is because that is actually the MAF sensor off of Lou, my edge. I switched them when I switched the air boxes. I just switched them completely, and I gave her my MAF sensor. So it's only right that I clean it now, right? But yeah, those MAF sensors going to get done. And I will make a separate video on how to install the MACTFORDEDGE stickers so that there's a good clarity on how that all goes on. It's really simple, folks, but I just want to make sure everybody knows how to put them on straight, because apparently some people put them on crooked. I don't know. I'll try to do it straight. There's no special thing to it. I just eyeball it. Yeah, I'm good, okay? If you want to use a ruler and measure your window and all this other stuff, hey, go for it. I'm not doing that, okay? We're just going to eyeball it, put it on, make sure it looks straight, and we should be good. But it is a two-piece peel-off thing, so yeah, I do want to show everybody that as far as how to put that sticker on. And, of course, we're going to carry on forward from there. But overall, this is a great weekend, folks. And, of course, I love every one of you. Take care. Make sure you enjoy your weekend. Drive safe. Enjoy the picnics. And, of course, make sure you make it home safe for the start of the week when it does start on Tuesday if you have Monday off, which I think most of you do. But that being said, this, of course, is MACT, and this is on MACTFORDEDGE. And by all means, join up on the Facebook page and ask to join here. And, of course, get that information from everybody, right? I love that everybody's helping answer questions and help everybody out. And of course, YouTube. If you gals are not a member to YouTube, by all means, click the subscribe button. Get notified by hitting that little click notify me thing on the bell. And of course, YouTube will let you know when I got a new video out. And last but not least, both feet hit the floor today, and I'm having a great day. And I want you all to have a great day too. And with that being said, of course, on the YouTube video, there will be Mercy Grill saying have a nice day and watch the videos. And then, of course, we're going to have some music by Kevin Messner of our group that does some great video. And last but not least, don't forget about the Memorial Day photo contest. That is ending this evening. And, of course, I will send a sticker out to the one who posts the best picture up that I can post on the banner. And the admins will decide who that is. So if you haven't posted your picture, you got about 3 hours or so to go, or 2 hours rather. And, of course, that will be it. So get your pictures out there, post them, and then we'll send that sticker to the person who actually put up the best picture with the Memorial Day theme in the Ford Edge. Have a great day, folks.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Go production.